Okay, right, that is not capturing it as it should. Let me just double check that. Okay, no, we have a few... Oh, I was about to say we have a few technical difficulties, but there we go. How is everyone doing today? So, I admit, feeling a bit depressed because the Stellaris stream I did earlier in the day didn't quite work out as I had intended. So instead, we are going for a nice casual chill Stardew Valley stream with Stardew Valley Expanded and a bunch of other mods. So if I just bring up the files that I have, and I can show people exactly the specific mod list that I am running is. So here we go. Just select and copy that across. And there we go. So exclamation mark SDVE mods. And that will get the bot to send you a link straight to the paste bin URL where all of the mods that we are going to be using are listed. So let's get on with this then. So we will load into our game, and as you can see here, I did do a second playthrough. That is my own personal one because I want to, you know, go through a few things and maybe make a few different decisions in the game. So this will take a bit of time to load through, as being a modded game, I've pretty much doubled what the vanilla game is just by itself. But it doesn't take too long in the grand scheme of things. So here we are. We have loaded in. We have 1,800 gold, and it is Friday the 5th of spring in our first year. So the weather for tomorrow is, ooh, okay, it's going to rain all day tomorrow. And fortune teller, so the spirits are mildly perturbed today. So this is a question of, do we do a bit of fishing? That was not what I intended to do. Or do we try and clean up our farm a little bit? But first, what's this? Oh, we've got Marnie here. Hello, Positron. You see this cat here? Itty bitty kitty fluff. I found it sitting outside the entrance to your farm. I think it's a stray. Poor thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Absolutely. So we will adopt it and we will call it... Now, I chose this cat because it looks more or less like my real life cat. So I am going to name it, or give it the name that one of my friends calls my actual cat, which is Sir Fluff. And there we go. Well, little Sir Fluff, you be a good kitty now, okay? And there he goes. So as you saw, we have a bit of mail for us, which is just the Farmer to Florist mod telling us that we have yet another crafting recipe. And we also have the Tailor Mouse, which is available on the island. So which island is that? And dear Positron, my name is Nasira, and while we have not yet met, you may have seen my brother and his familiar Khadija at our stall in town. I am writing to inform you that from now on I will be minding the shop on the weekends, while Samir goes into the city to resupply for the week. I'm afraid I'm of no use in the kitchen, so instead of recipes I plan to sell freshly hunted meats, weapons and blueprints for a variety of different machines. I hope you will find this service useful, at least until my brother returns each Monday. From Nesira, Huntress of the Clan of Widder. So that is a mod that basically turns the ice cream stall that's available in summer to a more exotic and ingredients stall during spring, autumn and winter. And we have yet even more mail. So I've got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole and some bait you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. And my goodness, another one. Okay, hello Positron, my name is Susan. Lewis told me you're a new farmer in town. I'm trapped on my farm in the mountains, so I can't say hi in person. Hopefully the mess Jojo made will be cleared out soon, because I'm going a little stir crazy. Can't wait to meet you and see how the farm is shaping up. And to our valued Jojo Mark customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. So we can now go and access that. But before we do, now if you didn't happen to catch the last stream, we actually had a fairy visit on, I'm not sure if it was the night or morning of the 3rd, I believe it was. But she came along and basically all of this stuff grew fast, hence why we have got so many different things. I'm a bit sad that she didn't come over here to bless the passion fruit, but we will just have to manage on that. And of course, speaking of the mines, one thing that I actually completely forgot about was behind here. So in the game, normally this is your little either fruit bat or mushroom cave, but with not Stardew Valley Expanded, the farm map mod I have, we instead have 3 separate areas that we can visit on minecarts, and one of them is this, our own little quarry area that we can go and visit, cut down, or not cut down, I chop rocks. Ah yes, I forgot that the artifact spots don't really work here, but never mind. So we can get some copper, stone and geodes without actually ever needing to set foot in the mines. That's quite nice, and I believe this also does change depending on how far into the mine you are. And of course, one thing I forgot is that we don't actually have an expanded backpack, so we can only carry the first 12 items. But never mind that, we will just head back. Quickly water our plants before we put the watering can back. So, and when I highlighted over the passion fruit, we did see that we could actually read what type of plant that was. That is a seed crop label mod, which, given all of the different crops that I have available to grow, is quite useful when I come back to the game after a while and I look at something and I go, what was that I planted? So anyway, so we put the watering can back. I think also if we put the axe and the scythe back and take our bamboo pole and okay, put the crops back in for a moment. Didn't mean to put the rocks back, but that will be fine. And then we can craft ourselves 4 field snacks. Put that maple seed back. And oh yes, we want to make sure we keep 1 regular parsnip and 1 gold parsnip for the community centre. Hush hush, we're not supposed to know about that yet. But anyway, so that gives us some stuff that we can sell to Pierre in a minute. And then we can loop around down south to the travelling merchant and then probably do a bit of fishing in the lake there for today. So one thing also, do we actually have a recipe for the cherry bomb. Okay, we do not, so my excitement over finding a bit of coal was a bit premature there, but I think we will go through, chop down, or crack open as many of these rocks with geodes as we can. How is our energy doing? It's about half full. So as I was saying, this upgrades the further and further you get down into the mines and also the skeleton cavern. So yes, you can potentially come here later in the game once you get to the skull cavern and have a couple of iridium ore nodes available for you to break open. So yes, I think we will leave the copper here. We have actually gone past level 1 in mining, so next or tomorrow morning when we wake up we should be able to craft ourselves a few things relating to mining, which will be good because then we can get a couple of cherry bombs in here and clear out larger sections of our quarry. So we have 12 geodes from there and 15 copper ores, so we will store the coal and the stone and the ores, take our newly harvested crops over to Pierre. Whoops, I always do that, I always get in the way. Dig up a couple of seeds just so that we have those for the near future, where we want to make sure that we have enough stuff available for some more field snacks. Go across here and we have the cutscene for the community centre. So pardon me while I take a quick drink. Oh, hi there. What an eyesore. This is the Pelican Town Community Centre, or what's left of it anyway. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bursting with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Well, I mean, I actually did see a post about that recently, which is basically saying that, yeah, the outside is not pedestrian friendly, and communities and such are more afraid of like teenagers running amok to actually provide such services. But anyway, but listen to me, I sound like an old fool. Jojo Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use some money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Ah well. If anyone else buys a Jojo Co membership, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. Here, let's go inside. Well, I can tell you right now I am not going through the Jojo Core membership route, so there's no need to worry about that. We are going to be doing the community centre bundles as they are. I have not chosen to do any of the remixed bundles, so we've just got the traditional classic ones that we all know and love. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. And look at that, what's that little creature there? What? What's the matter? Are you ill? I seem to be so disappointed that I saw that thing, but he didn't. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. A very nice thing to call the Junimos. You're worrying me, Positron. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. Hey, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Oh, strange. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. Okay, so we are left right outside the community centre building, so we can go ahead and have a look at this little thing. Now, this is an actual, like, this does have a proper translation, but I cannot remember it at the moment, so instead we will just read that. See that it contains strange text that we cannot read and have no hopes of translating, and leave. So back down we go to PRs. And we also have the bulletin board, which is just letting us know various things, including who has a birthday when. So we also have a gift taste helper mod, and we can see here quite a few of the things that Lewis likes, though not really any of them we can necessarily go for. And that chili oil marble soda looks very interesting. I'm not quite sure that would be a flavour I would necessarily want to have myself. No help requests wanted. And we'll turn off the experience bars and sell these things that we have here. That brings us not quite to 2,500, but we don't have a recipe for the furnace, nor do we have enough copper ore to create 5 bars to upgrade our watering can, so we won't worry about that. Now the question is, what do we buy with that money? Bearing in mind we probably actually should go and have a look at what the travelling merchant has, just in case we have anything there that can be used for any of the bundles that we have available and accessible, or ones that would be available in the future. Oh, it's Sophia. Hello. I wanted to look pretty today, so I put on some eyeliner. Do you think it looks okay? Okay, and apparently either there was a response there that I accidentally clicked on, or it was just an automatic one. And oh, we have another cutscene here. So this one is Andy from the Stardew Valley Expanded mod. As we can see here, he has his farm and farmhouse set up a little bit south of your own farm and a little bit south of Marnie's ranch and Leia's cottage. Ah, it's a new farmer. How are you doing on this fine sunny day? You caught me in the middle of tending to my crops. I'm spreading some new Jojo fertilizer on my crop field. I always use Jojo fertilizer. It makes my crops stronger and healthier. So yeah, he's one of the people that is very much pro Joja and pro Joja Mart. Oh, say, you're just starting out on a Shimmerberry farm. That's something to help you out. I don't know why I slipped into a bit of a Scottish accent there, but I have some strawberry seeds for you. Fairhaven Farm strawberries have a good reputation in Grumpleton and Chestervale. I'll be sending them your way once I have the time. These here crops have got me occupied. You have yourself a nice day, Positron. Go get some dirt on ya. So yes, that's one other thing that Stardew Valley Expanded adds. It allows you to get some strawberry seeds long before the egg festival, which I'm not 100% sure, because it's nice to get them this early and ensures that you have some if you forget about or are completely unaware of the egg festival and are unable to buy the strawberry seeds. But then again, it kind of potentially takes a bit of the fun away from things. Now, a fried egg, I think that may be something that we need for one of the bundles. Let me just have a quick check. I seem to remember it's on the chef bundle. So let's go. So fried egg Stardew Valley. So let's see. yes, this is used on the chef's bundle, so we can grab one of those and ensure that we have it, even though technically I think it's the one thing that you know how to make moving into the valley. Oh, and a poppy, we definitely need one of those, I remember that. And nothing else. Okay, so we will go back. We will head over to Clint's workshop, break open all of these, or at least some of these geodes we have, donate some things over to the museum, repeat until we run out of geodes, buy some stuff from Pierre's, and then go fishing for a bit. Hi Sam, finished with your skateboard then? Did I ever tell you we used to live in the city? There's a lot more stuff going on, but it's also kind of noisy and hectic. It's hard to say which is better. Yeah, I think I prefer the cities. You actually make sure you've got stuff to do. So we can see the recipe store here, so let's have a look. Anything interesting that we could potentially have? We could get some maple syrup. So that would be 600, and we would need some for beehives. So how much space do we have? We have 3 things here, so let's just see how this goes. And the third thing. Okay, those look like items we can quickly head over and donate to the museum, and I'm just waiting for Clint's to close at 4 o'clock. Okay, so some things that we can donate, and actually while we are here, why don't we quickly eat? Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. So we just eat all of our fried snacks and get them out the way. Not fried snacks. I managed to combine field snack and fried egg there. It's not a fried snack. Okay, let's go, and hopefully. Okay, yeah, right, you are still here, good. So we should now have, okay, we still have 3 slots, but the odds of us getting some copper ore just like that are probably pretty high. So that, I think we honestly just had. Let's see. Nope. Okay, that's slate, not Neptunium. So this is a bit tedious when you only have 1 line in your backpack, but still. Donate that, and that. And hopefully one more time. Process geodes. Okay, some standard stone. Another stone. Some more stone. Some coal. And some more stone. Okay, so that is pretty average. Not 100% sure that was completely worthwhile, but can we get to Pierre's before he closes? And this is going to be close. It all depends on if he closes at 5. The standard on Fridays. It looks like it. Don't you dare move away from that counter. Don't you dare move away from that counter. Okay, so we are going to need some crops. I've got to pick up the reward from the museum, which I believe is cauliflower seeds. So anyway, we need some beans. And we need some potatoes anyway. If we sell those just to get rid of them. And then 10 parsnip seeds. Should be okay. And that gives us all of the spring crops that we need. Unfortunately, spending all of our money on community centre items, seeds and geodes means that we don't have any money to buy any gifts for anyone in the saloon today, but we will still stop by and say hello to everyone because we do have the part of the community. Yep, and I thought so. 9 cabbage seeds. The part of the community mod, which basically means if someone sees you talking to someone else or giving them a nice gift, you get a little bump in friendship points with those people as well. No use checking the trash cans because we have no room in our backpack for any of that anyway. And just out of interest, let's see, what is your dish of the day? Hash browns. Okay, so let's just do our rounds. Talk to pretty much everyone. So I'm not going to say what everyone is saying. Partly because some of them are rude, like Shane. Some of them just say general stuff. So who else did I not talk to? Robin and Demetrius. And then here we have the younger lot, Sam, Vincent, although apparently talking about wine he means he's probably at least 21 years old, Abigail and Sebastian. Oh, and a few more people. Let's go and talk to Willie, Marnie, though she doesn't seem to notice I'm there, and Elliot. So basically who is not here is obviously Jazz and Vincent. Hayley is also at home. Penny is over at Leah's cottage doing something. Sophia's at her vineyard. Clint and Gunther are in their shops respectively. Maru is up north in the mountains. And Harvey, Caroline, George, Evelyn and Alex are all at home. So we will leave them to it and head back to our farm, where we can just see how things are progressing. So we really need to clear up all of this stuff around the farm entrance because it's getting a bit silly playing dodgems with it all. Oh, and just as I say that, we walk into more things that have just been randomly, or I would say left, but no, randomly dropped onto the ground. So let's just dig all of this up. Add our parsnips, add our potatoes. Okay, so that's 9 of each. And then also we will do a little 3x3 square for our cauliflowers. Oh. There, and do we have, yes we do have a recipe for a scarecrow, so we will build one of those and put that down, and just because those crows could be right annoyances. So coal, fibre and wood. We have one scarecrow, and another mod, we can actually see the radius of where this protects our crops, so we can bring it all the way down to here, and that ensures that pretty much the top level of our crops is perfectly protected. And we will go back, put those items back in the box along with the 2 items for the community centre that we grabbed. We will take back our watering can and check our journal because we now have an extra 100 gold. Oops. Make sure if I actually pay attention to where I am trying to walk. So we will water all of these and get them nicely bedded in. So we will have to walk the way over here for a water trough to refill because we don't have a pond within easy access. I may go and ask Robin to dig a well at some point, because it can be a little annoying having to do that little bit of distance, but we will have to wait and see. So these should all be bedded in nicely, and we obviously have rain forecast for tomorrow, so we won't have to worry about watering any of our plants then. And we can... I don't know why I keep on doing that. I don't know if it's a mod or if it's part of the base game that was done in version 1.5, but no matter what I do, I always end up picking up the chest. I always end up picking up the chest when I'm finished with it, and then I go back there 10 seconds later and I go, what happened with it? Where did it go? Just because I don't notice that I picked it up in the first place. So, we did indeed reach level 1 mining, so we have a cherry balm that we can now use. Say hello to Sir Fluff. Oh, and it's going to rain all day tomorrow as well. That's nice. But unfortunately, the spirits are very displeased, so we should not venture down into the mines. And Clint. Hi there. Good morning. I noticed you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the mouse stuff to the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Of course, I think Clint is probably missing a bit of a trick doing that. It's like he could or tell you that you need a furnace and then goes like, oh, by the way, I have a bunch in my blacksmith shop. Come over and I'll smelt them for you for a price. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction and tool upgrades. There we go. When you smelted a few couple bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. That gives us a new journal entry, which is obviously to craft a furnace and smelt a bar. Another potted plant recipe. Just telling us that the option to buy the backpack upgrade is now available. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community centre. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the Forest Lake in the Stone Tower. I may have some information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. And there we go. That's our 3 free strawberry plants, which is quite nice, seeing as today and tomorrow are expected to rain, so we can plant those down pretty quickly. Do we have... Okay, we do have a recipe for basic fertilizer, but not a speed grow, unfortunately. So once again, we will put the watering can in there. We probably want to have at least a little look in terms of fishing, but before we do that, we will head over to our little quarry area. Actually, no, not before I grab the coal and copper ore that we have, so we can blast our way through the rocks that we have there, and probably also make sure we have a bit of stone available so we can craft our furnaces. So I do have a question about the cave that's on your farm. I do wonder what people tend to prefer going for. Personally, I almost always go for the fruit bats, simply because while the mushrooms are a lot better in terms of like being able to do the health potions, I find that doing the fruit bats means I don't have to buy all of the different fruit trees to try and complete the community centre bundles, so I just find those a lot easier to use. Unfortunately, we can't put a cherry bomb right there, but we can put one there. Blast through that. And we have our last 2 cherry bombs, so one there. And then I think we will probably do this bit just traditionally, as it shouldn't take too long to get through all of this bit. Yep, there we go. And we will just venture down to the dig site in a moment as well. And just clear out the rocks that are there, just in case we have any new ones that have spawned in. Okay, we have a couple, but nothing majorly special. Okay, that's cleared out. Get these last little ones that are also hanging around the perimeter. Okay, and we have actually gone up to level 2 mining off of all of that, so that is nice. And there is more rock. Okay, we won't bother with those. So 2 more there. And go down here and just clear these ones out. Okay, there we go. That looks good. So we got 33 ores, 2 more geodes. So we should be able to make 1 furnace. And then start smelting a copper bar. So just remove that. And crafting. Furnace. Pop that down there and then go back to our copper bars and put 1 in. So use your furnace to smelt a copper bar and enter the wizard's tower. So let's go down to meet Rasmodius then. So I will have to take a bit of care to make sure that, okay, we are going to have to chop our way through here a little bit. So in the map mod that I'm using, this is your way, your path down south of your farm to where Marnie's ranch is. And if we just go around here, we will probably need to come back to our farm after this to make sure we refuel on food and resources. And I think actually probably rather than going fishing, we will just clear out the farm. So come in here. Rasmodius. Ah, come in. I am Magnus Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred yeah, you get the point. And you, Positron, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! One of those little creatures. You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Junomoles. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Probably because you keep teleporting and transporting them here and there at your own wants. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community centre, but you have no reason to fear them. And I asked him about the little plaque I saw. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language. Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. So he teleports away. And yep, we are indeed just left waiting here for him to return. There he goes. I found a note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junomo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. However, Rasmodius doesn't seem to be happy. One with the forest. What do they mean? Aha! Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Yes, I can, and I don't seem to be too impressed. Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Yeah, definitely not impressed. Still, drink it ahead I do. That gives me 38 energy, but apparently I did not like the taste. And everything is going green. Ever so slightly psychedelic. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. And that leaves us outside of the Wizard's Tower. So, as you saw, we did get a bit of energy in that cutscene, but not enough to bump up our energy bar to anything too reasonable. So instead, we'll go back, see if we can get a few more seeds to do a couple of field snacks, and then we'll just basically spend the rest of the time clearing out a bit more of our farmyard. And speaking of seeds, I can see a couple around here that we can just quickly knock out. Okay, apparently we have reached the limit on what we can carry. So we'll just have a very quick look around and grab any ones we can immediately see. Probably remove those mixed seeds as they are a bit unnecessary. Okay, that was just a bit of stone. That is nothing really worth making too much of a fuss about. So we can see another one down here, so let's grab that. And at least for me, I'm pretty sure it's not confirmation bias, but I always seem to have a lot more pine cones and obviously pine trees than I do tend to have anything else. Okay, so we actually have our first copper bar available. So we will take that one. No, we can't because our inventory is full. You can tell I'm not used to having such a limited inventory. So anyway, instead we will do that. Quickly stack everything. And then come back here, grab that, and put the next slot in. So we can then shove all of that in. So we have 2 acorns and 3 pine cones, which means we need a few little maple seeds, which is thankfully in this tree right here. So let's chop this one down. Switch to our pickaxe and get rid of some of these small rocks that are around. Like so, and oh, another seed there, and another one there. Okay, that looks good enough in terms of that initial immediate area. We could go around there, but that's a bit awkward. So rock there, some little logs. Get those. Get these bits of stone. Then back to the axe, back to the trees. So basically I do like to try and clear out. Okay, so we have 2 maple seeds, so we can do 2 little field snacks and quickly have those. Yeah, with this farm mod that I have, I do like to try and clear out this little area up here initially. So we have this section here where we can put a hay silo, and then this section here becomes our first chicken coop location. Then down south becomes, I believe I tend to put the cows, goats and sheep there, and then the one below that becomes our pig pen. So, okay, we have gained a couple more maple seeds, so that's good. So let's get a couple more acorns. So another couple of field snacks. Oops, not that. Eat those. And then back here for more maple seeds. 6:10 p.m, so we are doing okay. Unfortunately, we may not be able to buy anything from the travelling merchant tomorrow, as we don't really have the money. So we'll just have to hope that she doesn't have anything too rare or special on her. So that's some more maple seeds. Another small log we can get rid of. As similar to down here. So, and before we actually get too low on our energy, I'll do the field snacks right now. So there we go. And then just basically clear out the rest of the non-pine trees from this area, and I think that would be okay for us. We might have enough wood to actually go down to the beach, rebuild the bridge there and have access to some of the forageables on that side. And then obviously what else we do, whether we go down the mines or if we do some fishing, depends basically on whether we have good luck or not tomorrow in the game. Okay, we need some more maple seeds, which is good because this is a maple tree. I'm just basically building this stock up for tomorrow for fishing, just enough to make sure that we will have some resources. Okay, so unfortunately that is only 1 field snack because we are running low on other seeds. Let's just have a quick browse around. That is the scarecrow. I am getting caught on there. So let's have a look. I am getting caught on all sorts of little saplings. Okay, I can see 1 seed over here. Should be, yep, a pine cone. And this is also probably a pine cone. Yep. And that is an acorn. No, that's a maple seed. That was good. Okay, so that gives us 2 more. I think that will be our starter for the moment. That gives us 3 field snacks to have tomorrow on, regardless of what we are choosing to do. So put that back in. We have 445 wood, so yes, we can go down and get access to the other side of the beach. So let's just put those back in, make sure we have everything that looks okay. We will not need the axe. And I think if we choose to take the bamboo pole, and then we can have a look at what our options are. was going to say, and Surfluff is in the way, but nope, he did move. So, level 2 mining. We now are able to craft stairs, though it does cost 99 wood at a time, which is, you know, not amazing. We can also craft a glass jar and a survival burger. So I can't quite remember what the glass jar does, so we will just have a quick look at that. So a jar to ferment non-alcoholic beverages turns mushrooms and various teas into kombucha. That sounds nice. So weather report, and a third day of raining. Well, I'm not going to complain too much. So spirits are mildly perturbed, so we are indeed going to be going fishing. And the Queen of Sauce teaches us how to make stir fry. So we now have 2 recipes we can do, which we can have a look at here. So yes, we know how to make a fried egg. We know how to make a stir fry. Oh, actually, nope, 3 recipes because we know how to make a survival burger. We know how to make bacon, black tea leaves, and broth. Though it has a 4 ingredients question mark question mark question mark. So that might be a bit of a failure of the game. And then obviously how to cook all the various types of meats that are available. How to make a grilled skewer, ento, and why that says please don't eat me, I'm not 100% sure. Dashi stock, meatloaf, marmalade, lemon lavender cookie, a lula kebab, hot dog, a salmon onigiri, which sounds nice. So yeah, it's like we do have quite a few things in this modded version that we can cook as soon as we have the capacity and we have a kitchen, like spaghetti and meatballs, sprinkles, stickler fish. It's a fish on a stick. Interesting. Surimi. We have tuna mayo onigiri and ume onigiri, white tea, and finally toast. So, do we have any other mayo aside from that? Yep. So there we go. Build a well, 75 stones and 1,000 gold. Dear Farmer Positron, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some more materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. So we need 10,000 gold and 450 wood for that. No, we are not going to be able to do that. Instead, we will just take the 300 wood we need to do that bridge over, or to repair the bridge in the beach, and we will head down, stop by the travelling merchant and see if she has anything of note. I'm pretty sure she won't, but we might as well just check. And yes, I know there are external things to be able to check what she has, but I prefer kind of making sure we actually venture out and have a look at her inventory every single day. So, salmon dinner, if we could afford that, we could give it to Alex. Battery pack, we could give that to Maru, but everything else, nope. Okay, so no worries about the money or lack of situation, because there is nothing there that we would necessarily need, which is good to see. Oh, hello Shane. You not got your hood up today? Yeah, weather makes me thirsty. Yeah, unfortunately for an alcoholic drink. Anyway, so quickly venture through here. No one is outside because of the horrible, horrible weather. We can come down here and go across to the beach. And then I think we will also spend a bit of time across there fishing things. And maybe if we can get 2,000 gold together, we can have a look at getting that first backpack upgrade. So, use 300 pieces of wood to fix the bridge. Yes, indeed, we will. So, there we go. And there are a couple of bits of coral available for us to pick up already. That's 2 bits, but we will need to remember to put one aside for the community centre. and we will go fishing over here. And we have max energy because we have done nothing so far. And we will just have this as a chill little fishing expedition. And just hope against all hope that we don't end up snagging the legendary fish, because I don't think I'd be able to manage to catch it at this lower level. But regardless, we get our first fish, and we will have to manage which ones we have, because some of these will need to go into the bundle community centre at some point. It does remind me we probably need to have a look around for the spring forageables, because we need those to pretty much unlock our first bundle. But, you know, that's a bit in the future. We don't have to worry about it too much so far. And actually just bring up our experience bar. Okay, we are at essentially level 2.5, so if I leave that up, we might be able to see if we can get to level 3 fishing by the end of the day. Should be able to manage it without too much of an issue. It's not going to take us that long, especially if I manage to get perfect. Oh, I say that and that just flickers just outside the boundary of the bobber. But regardless, that snags us a second halibut. And I believe Willie should be in his fishing, or in his fish shop, so we can sell some of these to him immediately. And actually, you know, one thing that I've kind of always wanted as a mod, but no one seems to do it, is to actually penalise you for selling directly to the shops rather than putting it in your shopping bin. It's like, I would like something that basically means that it goes, well, yes, you can sell to the shops, but you'll only get like 75% of the value that you would do if you sold it through the shipping basket that you have. But anyway, sell all of that across to Willie, and then I think we will pretty much stand as close to his front door as we can, so when our backpack gets full we can just dash back in, sell him some stuff, and then come back out again, and we can try and maximise our, well, if not profits, our time. Yeah, I'm not going for min-maxing or anything of that sort. I'm just like trying to be efficient without stressing myself out too much about making sure I get everything correct and everything perfect. So there we have. Okay, I'm being a bit too eager in predicting where the fish is trying to go. So the bobber is not quite aligned, but there we go. I think we've still got 3 spaces left. That should be fine. And I think also, even when Willie decides to close his shop, we're going to do a bit of fishing around here, because I think you get eels rainy days or rainy spring days in the evening, and I want to try and get a few of them so I can be ready to bulk up a fishing, oh, it's not a fishing hole, a fish pond ahead of time, because spicy eel is one of those dishes that gives you luck. And well, if you manage to snag a couple of eels in spring and grow some hot peppers in summer, you know, and obviously a bit of corn for oil as well, or you just buy that from the shop, but it does mean that you're pretty set on spicy eels for good luck for both the mine and Skull Cavern. It's one of those dishes that I tend to rely on because it's quite easy to get, unlike the Lucky Lunch one. But anyway, we've had a few catches so far. I keep on missing the buzz of the fishing door, which is slightly annoying. I think there's a gap between when the game is actually registering it and when I'm hearing it, so I need to be right on the buzzer, and unfortunately I'm not quite there. Oh, okay, that was a disappointment. That was just a broken CD, which is fine, but we don't have the recycling machine set up just yet. I think I will just stick it back in one of the boxes that we have back at the farmhouse. That is another bit of seaweed, and I will actually eat that, seeing as we need to clear up one bit of space for our fishing. So, and when we do get a recycling machine up and available, I will probably put another chest right by it and just let the automation mod pull from the chest the junk items from fishing and process them and shove it back into the chest as whatever the resources that it creates become. And I'm definitely hoping that I managed to get some cloth early, because I would like to do a little bit of tailoring. Make friends with Emily. Ooh, flounder. Okay, we are definitely keeping that one. Okay, well, you and you are going in the trash. So flounder, that is halfway to a seafoam pudding. We will need a squid of some sort to get the squid ink, but between that and the squid ink pasta, if we can collect a few flounders together, that's also going to be some nice fish to do for the fish ponds. Okay, bit too eager on that one again. There is another flounder. So that's looking good. And what is this one going to be? Oh, certainly a bit eager. But we were still managing to keep it under control. Oops. I say that and then I do the complete opposite, but oh well. We haven't lost it. There we go. And that is another flounder. Okay, so we've got 3 silver star flounders. That's not bad. And Willie is thankfully still at his shop, so we can get a bit more money for that. And also with like automation going on, I will probably do a few crab pots both in the ocean and in the river on my farm, and we will be able to basically process that all, shove a bunch of bait in, let the crab pots take them, process any junk that gets caught in that with the recycling machines, and then essentially just check it every day for any various items that we want. And there we go, we have reached level 3 of fishing, so that is nice to see. I don't think we'll be able to get to level 4, partly because we obviously will have the issue of not having much space in our backpack to hold all of the fish that we would need to sell. But regardless, there goes Willie. He's not going to stop by and do some fishing like he would normally do because it is raining, and I am the only person silly enough to decide to sit outside in the rain and go fishing. There we go, another one. And I have just seen that we've got some bubbles, so in a moment I will probably lick over to there. Hopefully we have enough range. Yes, we got just maybe a bit too much range, but never mind. Let's see what this brings us. And obviously if we get a higher value fish, I am definitely going to sacrifice a lower value one for something better. Similarly, if we get a treasure chest with something good in it. That's a perfect catch, which is awesome. I'm just hoping that these bubbles stay here for at least a decent amount of time, because I know it is like almost completely random how long they stay around for. But we can hope. we can very much hope. So you are staying quite close to the seabed. Okay, I really don't want to jinx this, but they seem to be staying around for, at least for me, a decent amount of time. Oh, okay, you're a slippery customer. You might be an eel. If we can get one of you again. And we do have a bunch back in the chest on the farm, but another one cannot hurt. Yep, as I thought so, we have an eel. So as much as this pains me, we will have a look at some things. So let's go through and have a few things. So we will just take a moment to pause. Okay, that looks good. Looks like we've done okay. And so an eel, a single one is worth 106. What is the, well, okay, I was going to say what is the lowest value fish, but nope, we will just sell the wood. We've got plenty of that. Whoops, that is me hiccuping again because I have been talking for way too much and we just missed whatever that fish was. So let's have a look. Oh, no, okay. Bubbles have run out. I knew that couldn't last for that long. Nope, too slow on the mark for that one. Okay, it looks like we are having a bit of a slow time in terms of the fish at the moment. Oh, just as I say that, we get a hit. Okay, let's just follow this one through. This is not an eel, it's way too calm to be an eel. So that is just a regular herring. We've got a gold value one there worth 45 and that is worth 30 on its own. Which is, yeah, the same value as an anchovy. Okay, so we will just do that. And obviously as we have just run out of space in our backpack, we will head back to the farm, clear out a few things into the chest and do a bit of fishing in the river that is on the far left of our farm area. Actually we'll just stop by the saloon and have a look to see what the dish of the day is. Baked fish, so no benefits or anything to that. And we'll just wait for Abigail to walk out the front door before we try and follow her. But no, we don't want to be following her. We want to give her enough space to get out the front door before we decide to head home as well. So, okay, we do have a daffodil up here and okay, that was lucky. That was not something that needed to be in our inventory, so I don't think that daffodil is unfortunately going to be there tomorrow, so we will come back, quickly grab that, put it in the chest and make sure that we remember that we have at least one of the forageable items for tomorrow. Okay, there we go, that is a second eel. And we will put some of our flounders in. We need to keep the coral, I believe. And the mussel, so we can sell one of those. And then otherwise sell all of these other items. And I know what I said about keeping them, but I think at the moment we need a bit more food, a bit more money to buy things than we necessarily need to make sure we have things available for the community centre. Being as we are only 1 week in, we should be okay. We should have more than enough time to get all of the forageables and fish from spring. And I think we will also, we've said hello to Sir Fluff today, so we can go to sleep. So there we go, level 3 fishing, so we can now create a crab pot and also dish of the sea when we get a kitchen. So let's go through and continue on. Okay, so obviously yes, another rainy day. Hello Sir Fluff. So tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy but no rain. So the spirits are neutral today and living off the land, talking about fences. So just 1 letter today. Grab these items, grab our lingonberries. And that looks like all that is available for the moment. So we have... Okay, apparently that's a good thing we managed to harvest some extra parsnips because it looks like I managed to sell all of them unintentionally, and we apparently have plenty of daffodils. Those go for 30 each. So we could get another 150 quickly by selling those. Oh no, wait, there's the parsnip. Okay, so we want to make sure we have that. And keep 1 in there. And then lingonberries, that stack will sell for 840. A bonus benefit because obviously we had the fairy come through and give us a bit of a boost in terms of our first farming bit. And that was honestly very nice, very unexpected. So anyway, this is the far west side of our farm. It is a bit obviously overgrown like other areas. The experience bar mod is slightly in the way, but we will minimize that for now. Cut or chop down a few of these rocks that are available, and then we can come down here. Those, and then have a look. So up it goes to the northern crop fields, left goes to the Shimberry Quarry, and down goes to the southwest field. So we can go across here again, and we can decide if we wanted to fish here. So what can we get rid of? Let's get rid of the fibre. And then head back up to our farm proper, sort out our inventory, and probably I think we will actually go mining. I know the fortune teller said that things are neutral. We've got a tree seed down here, but I would like to at least unlock it on a day when it is raining and we haven't had to do any real work in terms of energy usage. I clarified that because obviously we have through a few seeds just to make sure that we have those available. So let's just restock. So 4, 4 and 4, so that will give us 7 field snacks. Lingonberries are 38 energy each, so yeah, much more worthwhile selling. So we will take daffodils and the parsnips and the potato, making sure that we don't sell those because we obviously want to keep them for the mine. Put the fishing rod back while I remember, then head over to Pierre's, sell those items, have a look to see if we can find any other forageables to put into the community centre. So it doesn't immediately look like there's anything good here. Oh, I was going to say there's nothing good up here, but nope, there is a dandelion. That's the other flower that we want for this season. And then we obviously want a wild horseradish, or a horseradish and a wild leek. There's our 2 other items. And we have something on the wanted board. So Haley needs a cave carrot. We will just accept that because we are planning on going down into the mines. And okay, so all of the lingonberries, all but one of the parsnips, and similarly all but one of the daffodils, and that gives us 2,000 gold. We can buy the backpack just in time. Okay, there we go. We have the large backpack. Our capacity is now increased to 24. So do we have anything quickly in any of these trash cans? It doesn't look like it, so we will head up north. Go past the community centre, keep an eye out for any of those, or either of those forageables I mentioned. So we will do a quick sweep around the fountain. Keep an eye out. The horseradish and wild leek are pretty obvious to spot. For now we will head in here and donate the 2 items that we can at the moment. So come down, go here, spring foraging bundles, and we'll add those 2 items in. Head back up and leave that for now. We might be able to find the horseradish and leek as we go around to the mines, but even if we do, we won't be coming back to that community centre bundle immediately. We will be focusing on going into the mines and investigating that and getting that started. Let's just have a quick peek. Okay, nothing around there. Can't seem to see anything up here just yet. Oh, there is a horseradish. Okay, that's nice. And we will also just quickly check in here. There is a second horseradish, but it doesn't look like there is. Okay, there's no leeks around here, so bit out of luck for that one. But we still have a tiny little bit of land to go through before we can necessarily say we do not or have not found any wild leeks today, because in Stardew Valley Expanded the cave is no longer around here, nor is the Adventurers Guild. But instead we'll just take a quick peek down here. Okay, there is nothing there. Instead, the Adventurers Guild and the mine are up here, and with the rain it does give it a very, very spooky, misty appearance, which I like. So let's go into the mines. Let's see what happens here. I was just wondering how far down this mine shaft goes. I'm going to take care of some of the monsters in here before they start climbing out into the valley. I've met a lot of adventurers in my time. I recognise that look in your eye. Old age hasn't robbed me of my eyesight or my skill with a sword quite yet. Take this weapon. It may not look like much, but it's imbued with magic. With it, you'll be able to battle the monsters here. And there we go. We gain ourselves a rusted sword. Or rusty sword, rather. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. So there we go. And I will just rearrange our items so the sword is in slot number 1, and we will take our first trip down into the mines. So I won't say anything about this just in case people haven't seen this, but I have gone down these mines a fair few times, so I know pretty much what to expect where. Ooh, that's interesting. Carving knife. So a level 1 dagger, a small light blade, does 1 to 3 damage with a +2 crit chance. This is our rusty sword, which does 3 to 8 damage. This is, so we can compare the swings. The carving knife is a lot faster. So we have some quartz here, which is going to be another thing we need for the community centre. anything in there, just a bit of coal. And we see our first slimes. So we have a task to reach level 5. We have a bug up here. And we get some bug meat. And there we go. I just saw a cave carrot pop into our inventory. That is why I accepted the quest from Haley, because it doesn't cost you anything if you accept something and you are unable to fulfill it. And I knew there was a chance. Oh my goodness, there were a lot of slimes down here. And I knew there was a chance that we would get at least one cave carrot in the mines. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 8. No. Where? I'm gonna say, where is that dagger? Because I think I need something very quick to deal with all of you. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Okay, no. Sword, sword. Hammer at them. And of course there's a, oh. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we need some food. We need to eat. A, hermit crab kind of thing. I should have known there'd be a hermit crab there. I could tell. It looked like that stone was going to be one, and I just knew. I just had a feeling. Anyway, some more slimes over here. And yes, you notice that at least some of these slimes are slightly different hues of green compared to everyone else. That is pretty typical. You can get different colours of slimes, and and they do drop different items depending on what colours they are. So we reached level 5 in the mines. So it now asks us to reach level 40. We won't be doing that quite yet. We have 1 cherry bomb. Let's see where the most efficient place for that would be. Is probably... okay, we can't only get there, so that's going to have to be there. Move out of the way. Oh, and look at that. We got the stairs. So we want to go back to the first row of our backpack. Make sure we have our sword in hand. And venture through here, though thankfully it is just, yes, standard buggies rather than anything more intimidating. Nice and aquamarine. Like, those little nodes can be like almost any kind of gem, though I don't think... oh, Dougie. Though I don't think they would be diamonds this early on. But let's have a quick power through. There's some more stairs. Okay, and we are 6:30 PM and on level 7 of the mines we have gotten a second carving knife. Thank you game, but I think 1 was fine. Go through these slimes. Dig out some of the rocks that are in our way. Anything good in these? Oh! Hello! I don't know if you're actually called a hermit crab, but I call you that. Another one down there. There's some stairs, but we don't want that yet because I want to see if there is anything in this box. Nope, that was a waste. Oh dear, and this area is overrun with monsters. Well, thankfully... let's see if I can... yep, okay, I've led a few of them over. That one's given me an amethyst. I wasn't aware that was in the loot table for that one. And then this one dies, but spawns a bunch of babies. Okay, let's do the same with this one. Okay, that did not spawn any additional ones. Let's go there, have some quartz that we are able to pick up. And 2 more slimes up here, which we can pin against the wall and defeat. And there we go, some more stairs down. Let's see what this area has in store for us. Another amethyst. And some mixed seeds. and an annoying slime. So let's deal with you. Is there anything that we can necessarily put to the side? How much? So the carving knife will sell for 50 gold each. We obviously don't want to do that. Cook meat. Don't think we can really. We could probably do without that. And I know putting bug meat to the side for mixed seeds is probably a bit of a odd choice. Especially seeing as apparently we have an earth crystal down here, as well as a topaz. Thankfully we already have a topaz, so that will just slot into our inventory nicely, but the earth crystal we will now need to probably get rid of that. And then if we just eat all of the algae, then we can get another little space in our inventory. Pick that up and back to our sword. Another little earth crystal. Another slime. And time to play Find the Stairs. So, level 10. 10 levels in one day isn't so bad. There we go. There are the stairs. And we get some leather boots. So that gives us +1 defense and +1 immunity. So we can immediately put those on. And because it is 10 o'clock, we will head home. Sort through our inventory. Quickly probably stop by the community centre and just add a couple of items into that. Pretty much just mainly the horseradish, seeing as we don't have a leek and we cannot complete that community centre wonder yet. Or actually, okay, we are okay on energy, so it doesn't matter too much if we somehow make it to 2 AM before getting back to our farm. And we have 51 gold to our name, so it's not exactly a riveting amount that we would lose in case of anything happening. But we will come up and across to our first bundle of the season. And so I was going to say, where is it? Because I know it was there somewhere. And obviously we will want to keep 1 earth crystal and 1 quartz for a later bundle, as well as one of the aquamarine. So that one is probably going to sit in our chest until either we find a second one that can be donated or we get a crystallarium. And honestly, odds are we will find a second one a long time before we get a crystallarium and we're able to replicate an aquamarine. But for now, let's just head home. Okay, and it's just hit midnight, but we should be fine on that. We will need to remember to actually water our crops tomorrow because we have been lucky in the fact that we have had 3 days of rain. Okay, so what can we put in here to sell? Unfortunately, I wouldn't say necessarily unfortunately, I want to keep all of this stuff. It does just mean that we have to make room for some of these items. So if I put the parsnip and the potato back in, because we may not be able to find the wild leek. What I mean is, like, we may spend a few days trying to find a wild leek, which means that carrying the parsnip and the potato in my backpack in the off chance that we'll find the leek soon enough is a bit needless. So level 2 farming gives us +1 watering can proficiency and +1 hoe proficiency. So we can now create a stone fence, a mayonnaise machine and a sprinkler. And level 1 combat gives us a sturdy ring and bug steak. Now, bug steak is not as interesting and tasty as it sounds like. It is basically the bug meat that you find from the insects squished together into some form of steak, and it gives you a tiny bit of emergency health and energy back when you are in the mines. So, weather report, clear and sunny all day. Fortune teller, spirits are very displeased, so this is probably going to be a chop wood and clear the farm situation. So, I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurous spirit, that much you can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurers guild. Well, it's a shame I couldn't have got that before the level that was inundated with monsters. So how many parsnips did you get there? 10 parsnips, but unfortunately none of them gold level. That's disappointing. And if we go back in here, we get our watering can, our sword back, and get the fishing rod out. So we will need to go and buy some more parsnip seeds from Pierre's. And I think before that, so we have 3, 6, 9, so we've got 12 slots. And we have plenty of sap, so we need to create... Where are you? So create 12 basic fertilizer, which we can then put in the ground. And then hope that that just about increases our chances of getting some gold quality parsnips. Okay, I miscounted, we needed... let's actually do 3 more on that. There we go. 3 additional ones. Then that fills out that little gap there. And that gap there. So, need to make sure we probably water all of those ahead of time. And then we can buy parsnips, clear up a bit of the farm, maybe do a bit of river fishing on the left side where we have our little river, and then hopefully we can gain a bit more money that we can put towards buying more crops. And I know we just unlocked the sprinkler, but I just don't bother with the basic one because it is just, yeah. Unless you are really, really struggling to keep your plants watered, I just find it's easier to wait out for the quality sprinkler. Like only watering like the north, south, east, west, rather than the 8 ones in a circle almost. I really don't find that worthwhile. But anyway, that is all watered up, so we can put our watering can back here. So we have another wild horseradish we can sell and 10 parsnips. Is there anything else that Pierre would take? No, but we do need to take, there are the geodes, 1 topaz, 1 amethyst, a earth crystal. Apparently either we've already donated that or we don't need to. And we needed the cave carrot for Haley, but I have no idea when we will be able to talk to her. But for now, yeah, let's just take that and probably just dig out the seeds that are around here, which are once again almost entirely pine cones. I do see another little acorn here. We can get through. Another couple of acorns there. It always seems to be maple seeds and maple trees that are lacking for me in my experience. I can get pine trees absolutely fine. I can have oak trees moderately okay. But I really have to carefully guard the amount of maple seeds I get and make sure I have enough of the trees planted, because otherwise, yeah, I just never have enough. Okay, has there been any? Nope, nothing has been added there that I can see, so we may also need to do a bit of a sweep around south and see if any of those areas have a wild leek, as well as potentially seeing if we can get any spring onions. Okay, so we can sell you all of our parsnips and the wild horseradish. And where is Haley? She may be in the kitchen at her home. So if we just take a take a quick dash over there, everyone else is going for their weekly Tuesday workouts, and Hayley is, I was going to say unfortunately, in her bedroom, but no, she is coming out. There we go. So there we go, 75 gold. Hayley is happy, and she says, nice makeup. Oh wait, are you even wearing any? Is that a compliment? I'm not sure if that's a compliment. Is that like, oh, your makeup looks so good and natural, are you even wearing any? Or, yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, across to Clint's. Spend a bit of money to crack open some geodes. And I swear I had the faster animations mod installed, but apparently not. Okay, do we have anything here that is going to be donated? Unless the yellow one at calcite, that could be donated. So we've got a few items there. Let's have a quick look in the trash can. Nothing. And 3 more things to donate. That gives us a new reward. Let's actually see if it's something I want to take or not. Yep, melon seeds for next season. We will store those in our chest and make sure we don't forget them, because that is free seeds and extra money, because obviously we didn't need to pay for all those. We get pure profit. Got a little artifact spot here with some clay, and Elliot is outside of his house. And I had no idea that there was going to be any clay in that area that I accidentally hoed, but a great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. Well, I really must get back to my work. I'm never quite sure on Elliot. He seems to be at least someone who seems to be more in love with the idea of being a writer than an actual writer, but then I've never romanced him or got his parts up to too high a level, so I'm quite sure if that's true or if that's just me not necessarily projecting but reading into things. I say reading into things. So if we come up here, like, we do have some bubbles there, but we're not overly focused on fishing for today. We are trying to see if we can find that wild leek that is going to be so elusive. And we have a cutscene with Sophia. Yeah. Oh, yeah, unfortunately Sophia is very shy. Oh, what's it called? It's just you? Like, yeah, it's just me. Sorry, I get startled easily. Hey, you're kind of new to farming, so... And struggling to get the words out. I want to give you a device as my way of welcoming you to the valley. Follow me to my storage chest. Yeah, head over to that. She opens it up and brings out... Here, it's a sprinkler. A quality sprinkler. It'll automatically water adjacent crops every day. So we've got one of those, so we can cut back a tiny bit on our watering. I have an order ledger in my cosplay room. If you need more, you can purchase sprinklers from me. And I can't quite remember how much those actually cost, but given the fact that we don't even have 1,000 gold, it's probably a bit beyond us at the moment. But one thing we did see was this little artifact spot, so that gives us another little lost book, and we can come over here and have a quick look. Yeah, quality sprinkler is 4,000. So, you know, one of those situations where if you have a decent amount of money, it's probably more worthwhile to come here and buy it from her. And she's just asking how the sprinkler was. I have not actually put it down yet, obviously, seeing as we have not moved away from this screen. But let's have a look. So we've got a couple of little spring onions here. We've got a wild horseradish, which is one of the spring forageables, but not necessarily the one we wanted. Do we have anything else that I can see if I'm not going to get stuck on a big bush? Nope, nothing. Oh, okay, that's where the Tailor Mouse is. I thought when they said the island they meant Ginger Island, but I guess that's a bit, okay, out of stock. Guess I don't have anything today. And we have the other mouse here, which is the one that gives you health hats based on the achievements. So another little dandelion. Andy coming around here to do some foraging, like me. Though he's probably foraging to find things that can be eaten rather than for money, like I am. So another little dandelion. Getting caught on various plants. This is going to be slightly aggravating if I've gone around the entirety of the map and I cannot find any wild leeks. That is going to be frustrating. Excessively frustrating. Hello there, Leah. Nothing much to say. And we can obviously see that she does have a tiny little vegetable patch there, but as we saw with the no, we've not actually seen this with this character. I saw it with my other one. So I will actually keep quiet about that, just in case people aren't aware of that, and we can experience it later. Let's go down here by Rasmodius's house, and nope, empty. Okay, that is going to be an annoyance. I'm going to be even more annoyed if I actually watch my video back and I find that I sold a wild leek earlier on, and I could have saved that one. But anyway, but I don't think we really have any forageable areas on our farm map, so I can't even go through and do that. So we will return to where we were. Say hello to Sir Fluff. We never bought any parsnips, did we? Ah, joy. And tomorrow is Wednesday. And I really, really don't want to go and buy from Jojo Mart, so unfortunately that will be another couple of days for us. So more things that we will need to save for the community centre. So put those in. And though this does fortunately mean we can put... Where do we want to put it? I think probably the best place, even though it's only going to cover 3 plants, is to put it there, because that will ensure that the passion fruits, which are probably the most costly seeds that we have, are continuously watered and we won't have to worry about that. So we have 4 pine cones there, 4 acorns there. We don't have any extras available. We will take some copper ore and smelt that for now. And we will probably just leave that as it is and go and do a few things cleaning up around the farm. So what do we have and what can we do? What do we have and what can we do? Well, we can put the clams there. We could probably actually sell that one, seeing as that is a gold star one. Yep, let's sell that one. Chuck it in the shipping bin. I say I honestly did just see the axe. Okay, that copper bar has fully processed, so we can do that. Then clear out this tree. Just to give a bit of space. Similarly, clear out some of these logs. And then come back over here and chop down a few maple trees, and probably at this point we want to be saving the seeds from at least some of the maple trees so that we can start planting up a little, wouldn't be a forest, but like, or facilities to be able to get tappers and ensure that we're able to get like maple syrup and similars. Okay, so that is collected. We have one maple seed. Let's go over here, try and see if we can take a few things down. Doesn't look like it. So instead we'll chop these down, making sure to avoid the river as much as we possibly can because we do not want to lose half of the stuff in there. And I think that is probably just one more log. Yep, that is the last one we are really able to get for today. Now I will also need to build up a silo at some point and start cutting down all of this grass that we have and making sure that that gets cleaned up. But for now, got that. We can do one more copper ore ingot, or copper ingot smelting. Put those items back, put the coal back, put the copper back, and the axe. We probably actually want to get some wood, go in here and craft a new chest so we can start putting in some relevant seeds and other items. So basically seeds and food go into there. So like the eggplant parmesan rather, that can go into the chest in the actual farmhouse. Everything else is something to be donated, so if we put the wood back, put the eggplant parmesan in there and go to bed for the night. But no skills up and only a tiny little bit of money. So we now have second Wednesday. Let's see what's going on. So weather report for tomorrow, clear and sunny, and fortune teller, the spirits are very happy. Okay, so we know what we are doing. We are going into the mines today. So let's just grab a watering can, put that back, and then just rearrange things so we can put the sword in. And probably also take these two carving knives to sell. Another potted flower plant. Take the copper. Yep, our watering can. Obviously some more lingonberries, which are going to just be put straight into the shipping bin because Pierre's does not open on a Wednesday until Jojo Mart is closed, and I really do not want to shop at Jojo Mart. Okay, got a couple more potatoes. And then, yep, these are even more potatoes. So we should have that covered. We only need one potato for the community centre. Get that. Refill our watering can. Get a couple of tree seeds that I can see hanging around. I think otherwise, oh, I'm going to say I think otherwise we're good, but no, there's a couple of pine cones down here. Anything else? Yes, there is an artifact spot. Here's coal. I mean, coal is useful. It's just a bit disappointing to find an artifact spot and then realise it's coal or stone or something otherwise average. That was not a seed, that was just a tiny little seedling. But we've gone around here, we've got a few more seeds, so we should be able to get a start on a little forest area and make sure that we have some space to make sure we've got some things to put sappers. Not sappers, no. Sappers are a completely different thing. Tappers around the farm. So put those back and similarly put those there. Put the watering can in. So put the lingonberries in, so we will get 330 from that. And then so initiation, defeat 10 slimes, and we will go up around north by the carpenter's shop today for this and see if we can find one of those wild leeks for our bundles. Now, it's not going to be too frustrating. Sorry, one moment, I forgot all of those field snacks that we had. Nicely tucked away. I completely forgot about all of those. But anyway, it will be an annoyance if we obviously need or cannot do the community centre bundle until the end of the season. Okay, why am I getting a cutscene here? Someone's knocking on the front door. I don't think I've seen this one before. Hello, Robin. Hey, Positron. I'm about to check the structural integrity of that abandoned shed on your property. Okay. I'm licensed by the Ferngale Republic Building Association to make sure abandoned buildings aren't on the verge of collapsing. Okay. Which one are you talking about? If you have a moment, you can watch my inspection process. Okay, I don't think I've ever remember seeing this cutscene before. Oh, this one, right. This one that is kind of actually a bit out of the way and I thought was like somewhere completely different. I could actually refurbish this shed if I had the materials. Be a challenge, that's for sure. Oh, hell yeah, sure. Visit me in my workshop and we can talk more about the specifics. Yeah, okay, so that's a new task that we can do. Let's actually see. Let's see, world map. And I'm just trying to figure out where that... Ah, Grandpa's shed. There we go. So it's the one that's actually down here by the bus stop and that little section over there. Okay. Anyway, I did come into the house to get those field snacks and also the eggplant parmesan because that gives us +1 mining and +3 defense, which will be useful. So, and the wild horseradish gives us 13 energy, so before we forget, toss that in there because that is worth more money than it is energy. One of those things that I learned fairly early on is to like verify how much is something worth in terms of cash versus how much is something worth in terms of the energy that you would get from eating it, and wild horseradishes are very low down on the list. Something obviously like the spring onions or salmon berries are much more efficient in the early game, and then obviously once you have your own little production areas going, then it is much cheaper to just probably do something like, well, I was going to say a cooked or fried egg, but I'm not actually sure on the energy versus cost ratio of that, but that is not overly something to matter too much, and probably by the time you're focused on that, you probably have a decent amount of automation and systems running for your farm regardless. So let's go up here. Do we have any... Nope, no artifact spots today. So let's go into the mine. Start from level 10. So we have very good luck for today, and we can see that immediately by the fact that we have stairs, or stairs down by the stairs up, and also we had a task to defeat 10 slimes. So we have 3 here. Well, 2 there and 1 down below. But you know what I mean. No surprise duggies and nothing up there, so we will immediately head down to the next level. Actually, I say no duggies, there is one around here somewhere. There we go. There we go. And an earth crystal that I completely bypassed. Anyway, next level. One of the ones that actually has a mine track, so we can more or less just follow this along. So you are going to be slime number 4. And then slime number 5, a nice little blue one up there. I'm cold. There we go. And move on. So this is probably going to have some duggies around somewhere. Not. This is slime number 6. And yes, I'm counting it because we cannot actually go into the Adventurers Guild until we have... There's the duggy. Oh, I gave us a yam and an earth crystal. Okay, nice. What is less nice is the fact that the stairs seem to be pretty elusive. I should have complained earlier. The stairs are pretty elusive on this level. And I can see the stairs down immediately, so we will just do a quick loop around, see if we can see any slimes. Obviously, if we can quickly come through and defeat those, that will add to our total. So nope, no slimes, just a bug and probably, well, okay, not a duggy, but a hermit crab. Going to say which, if we are very lucky, will drop us an actual crab, but nope, no such thing. Okay, next level, level 15. So this should be slime number 7, and I pretty much believe that there is an actual counter. Yep, 7 of 10 green slimes defeated, even though one of them was technically blue. It basically means green slimes on this level rather than the ice layer or the dark level, like shadow level or whatever. Okay, done another one. Oh, okay, this will be good to get my numbers up, but bad because I am going to be trying to juggle them, try and shove them into basically the wall as much as I can. Let's just heal up a bit with a field snack, and that is the only real food we have. Okay, so you are going to be frustrating down here. I will try and take you down first. That was our 10th slime, and then similarly take you 2 on your own. It gets us a little bit of algae we can eat in a bit. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stay away, stay away. There we go. That one's defeated. And then we have 2 mother slimes here. Let's just see. Hello Rayu, thank you for the raid. And I hope everyone who's around here enjoys the stream. We are in the middle of trying to defeat a bunch of slimes on level 16 in the mines. And great, there is a flying insect coming along. Now, okay, please don't make me look like a fool in front of all of these new people. Please don't make me look like a fool. Okay, and 2 last slimes to defeat. And there are our stairs down. So let's quickly search ahead. See what we have. Bit of bug meat and another slime. Okay. So just a quick overview for people. We are on day 10 of spring year 1. So we are not very far into Stardew Valley. This is a modded version with Stardew Valley Expanded and a bunch of other mods. And if I just bring up the correct command for a moment, you can have a look at the list of mods that we are actually using for this. And believe me, it is a lot. Okay, so we've got another hermit crab down here, and I can see some insects. I know loads and loads of people say the serpents in the Skull Cavern are the worst, but I think those insects here are the absolute worst. They just come at you from all sorts of directions, and there's no real path or pattern to them. So let's get you down. And also, if those little bugs take a couple of hits and you don't get to them quickly enough, they start metamorphizing into the flying insects that we just saw. So, got some mixed seeds, so we are only 10 days into the season. I just need to decide basically, do I want to try and plant them now, or do I want to save them for next season? Okay. Level 20, and we get a new steel small sword. So that is 4 to 8 damage, but plus 3 speed. So same maximum damage as our rusty sword, but plus 1 on the minimum front, as well as being an awful lot faster. So actually I will quickly swap those out and we can see. So this is the default sword that you get when you come into the mines. And then that, there, we can definitely see that that is faster. So we'll see, we have a good luck day if we can get down 5 more levels for this. Okay. Oh my goodness, we've got an ancient seed, Yes, we have an ancient seed. So if people are not aware, and one of the rare relics that you can get in Stardew Valley is an ancient seed. If you donate it to the museum, you get an ability or the capacity to create like an ancient seed pack, which allows you to grow your own ancient fruit. It is, I think, the highest highest selling baseline fruit in the game after rare seeds, which are only 1 season. The ancient seed grows in basically spring, summer and autumn, and if you put it in a reconstructed greenhouse, it will just grow forever. You don't need to plant it. Once it's fully grown, it will produce fruit every 7 days. So getting that not only in year 1 but spring of year 1 is absolutely fantastic. Exceptional luck. I mean, the fortune teller did say we were going to have a good luck day, so she was pretty much correct there. So the people who have come in through Rayu and Jerexport, how are you all doing today? How has your Saturday been going while I just deal with all of these annoying insects? Oh, okay, got you, and got you, though a bit sloppy there, seeing as I did take a bit of damage. Jerick says, doing good, thanks, how are you? And I'm doing alright, feeling a bit better from earlier. Unfortunately, had a bit of stomach cramp, didn't sleep too well, and then I tried setting up a Sims 2 game, trying to get Body Shop working on that, and that just all failed, and that just put me in a bit of a sour mood. Thankfully now I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, we probably will get down to level 25 here, so I will just start chopping away at some of these. Oh, okay, I'm going to go around the other way, seeing as I've just seen an amethyst over there. And can we actually put together a few cherry bombs? 1 cherry bomb. Okay, well, we will set that down there. Okay, so we have some stairs down. We have a huge amount of boxes of various things over there, so we may end up, well, basically, if we can get out of the mines and start heading home, I don't think we're going to be able to get back without incident, though we did pick up another cherry bomb, which I will take a bit of damage and try and put that moving around so much. There. We are just about out of range of that. Yes, I know, it's late. I know, it's late. Just let me get to the boxes. Let me get to the boxes. Then we can bug out. Pun not intended. I don't care where we get to, just so long as I can double check what's in all of these. Like a forest sword, that is going to be important. That is 8 to 18 damage. Get rid of the white algae. And get rid of the slime. Yeah, I know I am cutting this exceptionally close. Get rid of the bug meat. Okay. Can we get down? Okay, we can probably just about down, up, level 25. I said we would get to level 25 out of the mine. Okay, that was a bit intense. So it is going to hit 2 o'clock. We are going to basically, yep, just collapse where we are, fall asleep, and wake up the next morning. So we got a few things sold through our shipping box. And let's just hope we don't have too much of our energy depleted. Okay, we are at half energy. So weather forecast for tomorrow going to be clear and sunny. So spirits are in good humour again, living off the land. And that is just telling us about crows. So, that was rather intense. So we have some 4 geodes we can take over to the blacksmith to break those open. We have, and also to see if there's anything we can donate to the museum. We have the ancient seed, which we desperately need to go and donate. We've got a bunch of mixed seeds and some rice shoots. I think I honestly might just sell those. Some topaz and earth crystals. So let's just... Okay, I was going to say put that in our box outside, but we have a little cutscene. Morning, Positron. Just dropped by to warn you about those crows flying about. I woke up to see them flocking over my crop field. Had to scare a few off. I think your farm is fine. I live right by there, that forest, so I get a lot of them roosting in the trees. Darn crows. Yeah, just have one crowing. Thankfully, I've already put a scarecrow down, so my crops are protected. Yep, there they are, darn scavengers. But it looks like they ain't nibbling at your crops like they did to mine. Okay, all good. It'll be a good idea to build more of them scarecrows if you can. Might not be a bad idea to build a few myself. I'll go get started. Good luck farming. So we don't have too much in terms of crops growing, so the one scarecrow that we do have is pretty much fine. A new potted plant recipe, and someone dropped you off at the clinic last night. You'd passed out from exhaustion. I billed you 109 gold to cover your medical expenses. And Robin has lost her favourite axe, so I know where that is. We will go down into the forest down south shortly. Oh, hey, that one has finally grown after we had the fairy come along on like day 3. So we can put those in. We have a dwarf scroll, which we can also donate. But we still need to have and find one of those wild horse, not wild horseradishes, wild leeks. So let me just double check that we don't have anything else that we can donate. We do need to keep one of the red mushrooms and the carrot cave. Probably a good idea to keep those. And then obviously we can hopefully head up to the Adventurers Guild, sell these excess weapons, and then seeing as there is a river up by there, we could probably do a bit of fishing by the mountain lake. Sound good to everyone? And let's go adventuring. Well, not adventuring, seeing as we saw how that went last time, but we can have a look through. So need to check for the leak, and I will not pass by any other of the forageables that we can see, just because it is free money and we might as well take that. I probably also need to stop by Robin's house and have a look at the reconstruction of Grandpa's old barn slash shed that he has, because we got a little cutscene about that. And okay, apparently we are way too early here, so let's go rummaging through some trash cans instead. Mayor Lewis, okay, you should be, yep, definitely out of earshot of that, because people do not like you rummaging around in their garbage cans for some reason. Like, their opinion of you drops if you do that around them. Let's have a look at this little artifact spot. Another library book. Across the reconstructed bridge here, do we have any forageables? Okay, we've got one tiny little bit of coral. I can't remember if that needs to be done in or put into the community centre, or if we just honestly need it for... I think there's one type of fertiliser that uses that and oak resin, and then one type that it's needed for one of the warp totems, I believe. But don't quote me on that. I've had the game pretty much since release year, but I've never gotten that far. I always get bored and decide to start over again. Doubly so when we're talking about mods as well. I just tend to restart the game over and over again because I find the beginning of it a lot more interesting and intriguing than the middle, and well, the game technically doesn't have an end, but you know what I mean. A few geodes. Anything there that... So jamborite. Okay. Sandstone. We can sell. So just making sure. Yep. We can sell the jamborite and calcite for an extra 225. Donate the sandstone, the dwarf scroll, and the ancient seed. And that is going to be so exciting. So dwarf scroll goes there, sandstone goes there, and the ancient seed, seeing as that is a nature thing, goes there. So we have a new reward, which is... Whoops, no, I didn't want to leave. So excited I actually didn't do it right. So we got starfruit seeds, an ancient seed, and the recipe for ancient seeds. Just in case we find the ancient seed artifact again in the future, we have an option to just craft the seed pack from it rather than having to donate it to the museum and go through that whole process again. So, okay, the Stardrop Saloon is not going to be open at all right now. They're heading to Pierre's. And we can sell you the daffodils and the lingonberries and, yeah, the rice shoots. Just to clear out our inventory a little bit. Hello Victor, how you doing? Continuing work on project I'm in middle of, so nothing too major today. Okay, I definitely think I need some good luck thoughts on this to try and find that leak, because I have been looking around for like 4 days now and I have not seen a single one. I am just honestly wondering if the game is going to be trolling me, because unless I can actually get one of the seasonal forage bundles done, I am not going to be able to unlock any others. It's going to be a pain. Okay, so nothing up there. Oh, nothing across there, nothing up here. Oh. Yeah, I seriously, it's going to be like the one that I found in like the first 3 or 4 days that I sold. That is just going to come back and bite me. Oh, and we've got another cutscene here with Robin. Hello. Hey, I know what materials I need, so let's get right to business. Okay, she is going to be talking about restoring that old shed. I'm estimating... okay. Right, this is very much a long-term project then. 150 pieces of hardwood, 600 pieces of stone, 50 iron bars, and 20 battery packs. Yes, my thoughts exactly. There's a lot of rotten wood and rust. That's what age can do to a building over the years. Yeah. There's no rush on this project, Positron. Gather the materials on your own time, which is good probably because it's going to take me like a year to get that. I put a trunk in the building for you to drop off materials as you procure them. Oh, I think the hardest of that is probably going to be the hardwood and the battery pack. So let's actually just see, do you have anything fun that I want to get? And doesn't look like it. A bunch of recipes and a cocktail bar for some alcoholic drinks, but other than that, nothing. So 11:30, so we still got... Oh, almost missed that little artifact spot there. There's another book. Have a look around to the north of our farm. Nope, nothing here either. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we'll make our way up to the Adventurers Guild and see what they have to say. Sell a few items across to them, of course. And maybe, if we're lucky, we might be able to come across that last annoying little forageable that we need. So, does anyone have any fancy or exciting plans for the rest of their weekend? Or are you more of a just chill out and relax kind of people? Obviously for myself, I'm doing a bit more streaming, but tomorrow I'm going to be resting up a bit, editing some of the stuff that I've been doing and putting the archives up on my YouTube channel. And then, well, probably, yeah, again, just relaxing. So, can we actually cast off from down here? Because obviously this is something that is added with Stardew Valley Expanded. And it will help us to pass some time, as well as obviously catch a few fish to sell for the future. That is presumably if we actually do have any fish available in this stream. And Derek's Port says relaxing sounds nice. Yeah. I'm trying to obviously arrange my streaming schedule with relaxing and just making sure that everything all runs smoothly and I'm not like doing too much of streaming when I could be making things more efficient. So I'm just trying to think if I have any specific things I was going to be doing. Probably actually having a go through on Sims 2, seeing as I finally, with the help of my husband, actually got the game working and I got Body Shop available, so I can create a few starter Sims for a new neighbourhood that I am probably going to be slotting into the streaming schedule very soon. So if anyone's interested in a retro 15-year-old game with a bunch of mods and a bunch of game rules, look out for that. And then after that, probably doing a bit of rest and relaxation, a few things on YouTube that I follow. Oh, a tiny little minnow. That's one of the fish that is actually added in with Stardew Valley Expanded. I know there's also a frog, but I don't think I've really seen that before. And, what else was I thinking? Oh yeah, obviously catching up on a couple of other people's streams. There are a few people, small channels that I follow on Twitch that I'll be keeping an eye out to see if they're streaming anything tomorrow. And then probably just getting my stuff organised for Monday morning. Okay, so we've done a bit of fishing here. This one is very easy going. I barely even needed to move the bobber. And we are halfway through level 3 of fishing. So let's just head back up to the Adventurers Guild. Get a bit of money back, and then we can decide what we are going to be doing for our next purchase. So sell the carving knives, sell the rusty sword, and still sell the steel small sword, but we want to obviously keep the forest sword. That is 8 to 18 damage plus 2 speed and also gives us 1 defense. Whereas the best sword that we can buy at the moment is a level 3 sword, 9 to 17 damage and plus 2 speed. Okay, this has reminded me that I can potentially, where is it, create a sturdy ring, so 2 copper bars, 25 bug meat and 25 slime, which cuts the duration of negative status effects in half. So we would be able to fight slimes and not be bogged down by their debuff for too long. But obviously, as we have an ancient seed, I want to get that planted in the ground. We got a quality sprinkler from Sophia, one of the new villagers available with Stardew Valley Expanded. So we have a nice spot to put that down where we can absolutely 100% guarantee it is always going to get watered, and we are not going to find ourselves in any kind of situation where we forget and it delays the growth of that plant. And seriously, I just absolutely love the ancient fruits. Not even just because they have the potential to earn you so much money, but I don't know, there's something about the design of it that I absolutely adore. So if we come back here and we dig up that little bit of ground, because we have our scarecrow here that has scared off 5 things. Yep, okay, so even if we had dug up the ground above that spot, we still should have been fine and no crows would have gone for this one. Let's just activate the sprinkler, courtesy of another mod. Dig up a tiny bit of coal there. Dig out that seed and... Oh, okay, yeah. I completely forgot to water all of my crops today, so good thing I checked. So put all of those things away, and a cockle, which I think we also need for the community centre. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well organise things out a little bit. Community centre items more in here. Can't remember if we need a carp or not, but okay, let's put 1 carp, and I'm pretty sure I need at least 1 chub. Dwarf scroll will be keeping, even though that is only worth 1 gold. There is a use for that much later on. Also put the star fruit down and just double check what else we need to move around. So okay, unfortunately we've only got 19 slime and no bug meat, because bug meat is one of the things that I just keep on chucking away when we go adventuring in the mines. We do have 15 potatoes that we can sell, so let's go ahead and do that. Potatoes, carp, chub, minnow. We won't get rid of the trash, we'll just put that back in here, because as soon as we get a recycling machine, which I think is the next level, we can start processing all of that rubbish into useful stuff. So give this all a quick water. I got so spoiled having like 4 rainy days in a row earlier in the season, but I think we are still pretty much on schedule for everything else to be fine. We have the travelling merchant tomorrow, so we should have about 2,000 gold for that, and we can see if there's anything major that we would need. Then on Saturday we have the egg festival, and I think after that is where we might end this stream. So 1,300 gold, nice bonus. And let's have a look. So weather report for tomorrow is obviously going to be clear and sunny, because I don't think it is ever anything else. The spirits are in good humour, so we can go down the mines a little bit more. Let's see, potted sunflower, telling us about the egg festival. That is it. So we will go through and water these. Harvest some of our lingonberries. Oh, and we can obviously see that the automatic or the sprinkler automatically waters all of the 8 surrounding areas every single day, and I also have a little mod installed which allows you to activate the sprinklers whenever you want. So if I decided that I wanted some more crops in these 4 areas, I wouldn't have to water them manually. I would just right click on the sprinkler and it would automatically water them for me. So I can spy a few little tree seeds around, so we will dig those up and store them, and then start considering how we are going to be laying out our little tree sap farm. There's another one down there, and let's have a quick glance through this section. Okay, there doesn't seem to be many. Okay, none there, so we will just go and store those. Say hello to our cat, who, oh well, not many of you were probably around earlier when we actually initially were asked if we wanted to adopt the cat, but he is, or you have 3 different cat and 3 different dog appearances to choose from, and the one that I chose was the grey and white tabby because it is the one that looks most like my actual real life cat, and I decided to name him after, or a nickname that one of my friends has given my real life cat, which is Sir Floof, because he is honestly just such a fluff. And we are going the wrong way because I want to check the travelling merchant first and see if she has anything interesting for the community centre bundles. And also, as a small benefit, it means that we can have a look and see if we can find that wild leek that is going to frustrate me forever. Thankfully, I believe the forageables actually reset every Monday, so we can do a full sweep around next stream and check how things go. So she has a lobster, which we are going to need for the one of the community centre bundles. We could do a speed grow on the ancient fruit, but I'm not 100% sure that's worthwhile. A pufferfish, a deluxe speed grow. Okay. So, I'm just going to quickly check on how much the speed grow would actually affect, naturally, how quickly we can get the ancient fruit growing. So there we go, ancient fruit. So it normally takes 28 days, and if we had the deluxe speed grow available, so we would actually get that, and that is the 8th, 15th, 22nd, so we would get it 6 days earlier. So, and we have planted it so on the 12th, plus 22 days would be the 6th of next month, and then it would obviously start just going every 7 days. So okay, no, I don't think that is worthwhile. We won't be going for the deluxe speed grow, as tempting as it is. Instead we will get a pufferfish, even though we can potentially get that during the summer. And similarly with the lobster. Other than that, I think we are fine. We only need 1 rare seed for a little game secret later on, but we should have plenty of time to get that together. So chat, I am relying on you. If you see a little white looking plant, basically we are looking for this thing here. If you see that, let me know, because that is the one thing I am missing for that first initial bundle. So also, thankfully, going down here means we can find Robin's missing axe, which will give us a nice little 250 gold bonus. But at this point I am just fruitlessly searching around for that leak. I do have the CBJ mods thing installed, so I could generate it if I wanted to. Okay, you are still out of stock. I don't know what enables you to start selling clothes, because all I know is you just sent me a letter telling me you were around and available to buy clothes from, but no additional details. Oh, ugh. Okay, let's see, okay, so we will go up this way, have a quick check, and then obviously go around and sell those lingonberries to Pierre, go up to visit Robin, and then make a quick stop in the mines and see if we can hurriedly get to level 30 for today. Okay, I'm just double checking that we're not missing anything, at least not anything obvious. There's Sam on his skateboard, busy practicing his tricks. Try not to get caught on too many things. Oh yes, I did give I did give Hayley the cave carrot that she wanted. Yes, so Stardew Valley Expanded does add a lot of content, and I do admit there is some additional stuff that is around. I've been trying to identify that as much as I can. The farm that I have is not from Stardew Valley Expanded, it's from a different farm mod, but there obviously is one that is included with Stardew Valley Expanded. But yes, when I get my streaming schedule set up for next week, and I know when Stardew Valley is going to be next on, I'll actually ping you and leave a message on the Discord to let you know when I'm streaming, and I will give a little tour of the town and what Stardew Valley Expanded adds in, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least some other people as well who are interested in that. So we have 2,000 gold, and I said that yes, we wanted a bunch of parsnips. We had 14 spots available for it. And what else can we potentially get in? Because I am tempted to buy a bunch of... No, actually I don't want to buy too much, because we have the egg festival tomorrow, and even though we have 3 strawberry plants, I would still like to get a few more. Jerexport says, oh thanks, it's no worries. Like I said, I'm sure some other people want a bit of a tour, and seeing as I've got quite a few things opened up at the moment, although we will have to go into summer to see the topmost expansion of that, because if I bring up the map, we have an additional section up here where the spa is. So we have another additional farmer up here, and there's also another little section that leads up to the mountains here. So I unfortunately won't be able to show that off unless I completely speed run everything. But yeah, I'll let you know. And we have... Oh, okay, 2 things here. We have a cutscene with Lewis, who is just going to probably talk about that farmer that I talked about, and I spy a leak. Okay, so we can finally get that community centre bundle done. Morris promised Jojo would clear away this rock slide by now. Susan is trapped at home and can't get out except via train. Now he's telling me the clean-up operation is delayed until early summer. My hands are tied. As the mayor of Pelican Town, it is my duty to ensure everyone is safe. Morris and I will reach a resolution regarding the rock slide soon. I'm just relieved no one was hurt during it. I must be on my way, Positron. Don't bother using your pickaxe to try and remove these rocks. It would take you months. So that just gives us obviously a little flavour text to what is behind there, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, look at that. You wait absolutely ages for a leak and to come along at once. Of course they do. But anyway, we'll pick those up. And we will pop into Robin's house. Make sure that we have the axe selected because we don't want to give her a gift accidentally. Hey, you found my axe! What a relief. I almost chopped my toe off with the other one I was using. Thank you. So, like I said, that gives us 250 gold. And that is... Okay, so one of the things that Stardew Valley Expanded adds, if I can redefine where we are, so this is our farm here, and then we have this old shed here, and I think because thanks to version 1.5 adding in those extra special like bulk deliveries, we have an option to restore that shed. But if I just bring that back up, we can see that it's going to take 150 hardwood, 600 stone, 50 iron bars and 20 battery packs. And all of those things, probably aside from the stone, are going to take us a while to accumulate. So, as I said earlier, that is probably going to be something that takes us probably about a year. Potentially more if we can't get enough lightning rods up during the summer. Because, spoiler, we get lightning storms in summer, and if you put up lightning rods, you are able to actually capture some of that electricity and turn it into battery packs. So, Morris, you've ventured into the mines with utmost courage, Positron. We could use someone with your skills. Do you want to join the Adventurers Guild? And I say yes, indeed. Positron, do you swear under oath to protect humanity from monsters and to do everything in your power to uphold the traditions, values and ideology of the Adventurers Guild? Indeed I do. On behalf of Stardew Valley and the Order of the Knights of Pythagoras, I officially accept you as the 23rd Adventurers Guild member. As a member of the Adventurers Guild, you'll be allowed to purchase rare weapons we commission and discover. There are also bounties and quests you can access from the notice board behind me. Welcome to the Guild, Positron. I expect great things from you. So there we go, that is the official introduction and induction from Stardew Valley Expanded. So I don't think that gives us anything additional that we were not already aware of. And the monster eradication options, I believe, are pretty much still the same. Though one of the things that it also does expand is that it does give some travelling adventurers coming to the Adventurers Guild. They pretty much just stand around, you can chat to them, but they don't tend to say much. Oh, anyway, back into the mines we go. Let's go down to level 25 and let's see how good this sword is compared to our old one. Okay, slime is gone in 3 hits, which is not bad. So, and you are gone in 2 hits. Is good. That means I don't have to deal with you annoyances too much. There we go. There's down already. So let's just power through, see if there's anything immediately of interest like this cask here. Nope, nothing in there. Deal with you 2 annoying little buggies. Yeah, I can never completely remember. Okay, I am going. What the names of most of these monsters are, so you will probably hear me nickname them a fair bit. We have a topaz over here. And how are our levels doing? Okay, we are almost at the next level of mining and combat, so we should be getting a level up on those. Okay, that's just trapped. Game, let me through. Okay, we can't actually defeat them. So So that I've got up there is an experience bars mod that just lets me know how close I am to a level up. I pretty much mostly keep it hidden, and I just have it available to check when I'm, like, as I am now in the mines, having a quick look to see where I am in terms of the combat skill, how far I am in terms of mining, or when fishing if I'm close to reaching a level up. So here's just a little kind of nice quality of life mod rather than anything I would consider essential. And yes, there are 6 skills there. There is a cooking one, which is added by again, a different mod, which I may or may not remove, seeing as I've seen in version 1.5 there is something which allows you to increase the quality of the meals you make, so that may be staying, it may be going, it just depends on how I feel about what's been added in the vanilla game. So we may actually be able to get beyond level 30 if we are supremely lucky. Obviously I need to get a bit of bug meat to ensure that we can get that ring. But otherwise, yep, we can probably go down a bit further. Though unfortunately I absolutely hate these levels in the mines because I always forget to bring a light source. And there are enemies, like little shadow creatures, that you cannot really see that well. Okay, so we do have one cherry bomb that I have available. Like there, you can see that creature there. So we have some sneakers, which are +1 defense, which is less than the leather boots, but okay, no, I don't really like the look of them too much. What I was potentially going to say was that we could... Oops, I want to get out, damn it. That was not good. So that did reveal some stairs, so we can head back down again. So one of the things that was added in version 1.4 of the game, I think it was the ability for you to use a sewing machine in Emily's house, and you can actually transfer the qualities of one clothing item to another. So if you, for instance, really like the look of the red sneakers, or like I do, I really like the look of the leather boots, you can put them in the sewing machine with the other shoe item that you want to transfer the qualities from, and have some boots that actually give you +4 immunity and +4 defense. So yes, I am desperately wanting to try and get through these dark levels. I am just not very well prepared for them at times. But again, oh, okay, a gem node. That gives us an aquamarine. Okay, where can we go? I'm pretty sure... Okay, no, I don't have any wood with me, so we can't even make a single torch, but I can still see just about where these stairs are. So, bets on getting to level 40 before midnight. That is going to be the main thing. Stairs, level 37. I'd say we're doing okay, and I am pretty much, yes, ignoring some of the... I'm going to say game. I want to try and get that, and we want to keep the slimes. So, get rid of the fibre, put that on section 4 so we can quickly flick through to that. Okay, never mind. So this is another level where we have the mine tracks, so we can... No, I want the sword, not the pickaxe. Okay, there we go. That is some more stairs, and I'm just going to have a annoyances. Quick look to see if there is anything else worthwhile around here. There is not. So down we go, and we have one level until level 40. So let's see. Quickly scan through. There's a box there. I didn't hit that well enough, and that is just regular wood, so we don't need to worry about that. Check down here. We have a couple of enemies. And I see stairs. I see stairs. We have hit midnight, but I see stairs. So this is going to be another risky thing. But we reach level 40. I can get rid of a random item, and we get a slingshot. So there we go. Received slingshot. We can take the elevator back up to surface level, and we can try and hurry ourselves back home. So we've reached level 40 of the mine. So, and then we get an upgraded version of our quest to keep going down in the mine. So first it was go down to level 5, I believe. Then it was go down to level 40, which we have just achieved. And then it is get down to the bottom of the mine, which we are not told how deep it is. I have completed the mine many times over in this game, so I know exactly how many levels there are. But again, I will keep it secret for people who either are new to this and have not experienced it themselves, or are just happy to sit back and watch someone else play this game. Either because you like watching people play it, but you know that it is not a game that you would want to play yourselves, or if you are just unable to have access to the game. So we need one leek to put into the community centre. So that means we can sell the gold one. Let's put that in there. Lobster, pufferfish, and sneakers. And just a very quick check through of that, and then we will get to bed just in time. Go to sleep for the night. There we go. Level 2 combat, plus 5 HP and life elixir. Level 3 mining, 1 plus or plus 1 pickaxe proficiency and minus trait. So that requires sugar and milk, neither of which we have. And spreading weeds have caused damage to our farm. Tomorrow is partly cloudy. Fortune teller doesn't really matter because this is going to be the egg festival. So we do not have... We will not be able to go to the community centre today, but what we can do, we have a full energy bar. We have 14 leeks. And we have a cauliflower and some lingonberries ready to harvest. So we wanted to put these... Okay, so unfortunately I dug these sections up so early that all of the fertilizer that I put down has just disappeared. Thankfully, that is a very easy fix. We just get some sap out, and you know what, I will just do 10 fertilizer. If we have any excess, we will just keep it in inventory. We put some down here and then fill in these areas there and there. So we have 2 extra, and then okay, those are filled in, and there we go. So probably we have 2,000 gold, and I will probably upgrade the watering can the next time we see that there is a rainy day, because we should have a good enough amount of copper ore that we can turn into bars. So we should be able to get 5 bars to do the upgrade, and obviously that is going to save us a bit of time and energy in the long run. So we will water these, wait for the notification that the egg festival is going on, and we will make our way over there momentarily. So I do have another game set up that I'm playing through, like the exact same mod configuration. And I will say, to my surprise, Abigail is not the person that is guaranteed to actually win the egg festival. It is actually, if not random, there are other options now available. So that looks good. We can put some of these items into the shipping bin. We want to keep a cauliflower because someone in a short while is going to be asking for one. So we will put that all there. Just double check, and that looks good. And we'll just do another sweep through for some new tree seeds. I think what I tend to do with this farm map is put this area down and make that into our like little tree farm, so that we have easy access to all of the saps and whatnot that are there. So the egg festival has started and we will make our way over there. And once again, with Stardew Valley Expanded, this has changed the town centre, so all of the tips and tricks on where the eggs are a bit not redundant, because some of them are in the same place, but you know, you have a wider area to search through. So if we get ourselves 10 strawberry seeds, that will do. So we just have a chat around with some random people. And where is Mayor Lewis? Do you think everyone's ready for the egg hunt? Yep, let's go for it. So as we can see here, we've got our competitors: Jazz, Vincent, Abigail, Sam, myself, Sophia, and Maru. So just talking about the preamble for the egg hunt. Now, is everyone ready? And let the egg hunt begin. Okay, so we can see a couple of them over here and one over here. Oh, and there is another one there, so we can grab that. Unfortunately, I'm going to... no, okay, that has just lost me some time. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, there we have 4 eggs with 25 seconds to go. There is another one down here. There is not one in the graveyard. There is one over by the bushes here. So we've got that one. There's not one there. There is one here. Sorry, Vincent, but I am winning this. I'm an adult. I am pushing all the kids over, and I'm grabbing the eggs, and I'm going to win this. Or not. Maybe not. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see who's won. So, if only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town this side of the Gem Sea. So, and now the winner of this year's egg hunt, Sophia. Okay, so yes, indeed it is random, because the other game that I played had Jazz and Vincent win. So I think it's probably that you still need to get 8 eggs, but who actually wins if you don't is random. So Sophia gets a nice little prize. And we finish the festival for the day. So thanks for coming, everyone. So just a nice pan out across all of the villagers. And we are back home. Nothing much to do other than obviously plant down the strawberries that we bought. So if we put them, yeah, pretty much where all the other ones are. Go back to grab our watering can, and I think that will be us finishing up for the day. We've spent quite a while in Stardew Valley, but that was always my intention. I wanted to get a good chunk of time down. So that is all of the plants that we have watered. Make sure we say hello to Sir Fluff, and we will go to sleep for the night. So no level up notifications because we didn't do any skills. 285 gold. And we will finish on day 14 of spring. So we obviously have a few tasks to do. Let's actually just sneakily check what our fortune is. So that says somewhat annoyed, which is not necessarily going to be the case next time we load into the game. But it is... Oh, let me just check. According to my recordings, we have been live for almost 3 hours. So I will say thank you to Jerry Export and Waywers for raiding me and sending me a few extra viewers. And thank you to everyone who's been watching along generally, regardless of whether you have been chatting or if you have just been watching the game. Thank you very much. I will be spending some time readjusting my streaming schedule tomorrow, so please keep an eye on my about and stream schedule pages to know. And if you are not following me, if you do so, you will get notified when I am starting a new stream. So for today, for the weekend, for this week, I will say goodbye. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye for now.